Hey everyone, Alice here, and today is Trans Day of Visibility. Today I would like to cover some of the key issues that we are facing as trans people and how I came out as trans. To start off, I realized I was transgender because the moment I realized what gender was, I wanted to be a girl. For most of my life, for most of my childhood, I spent it trying to fit into the average male stereotype that I could never really fit into. I did it to try to fit into a society that told me what to do, how to act, and how to dress. It was very difficult for me to fit into these stereotypes and live up to these expectations. As time went on, specifically when I turned 14, I realized what being transgender was and the fact that I'm trans. I realized that because I finally started to do research. This is around the time that I actually gained access to the internet because like my parents were poor, we couldn't afford laptops, we couldn't afford tablets, but I started doing my own research into like gender dysphoria, like stuff like that. And it finally clicked. I was transgender and I wasn't ready to come out, but I should have. Um fast forward to when I was about 17. This is when I came out. Um After years of experimenting, like I'm not proud to admit this, but I used to steal my sister's clothes to experiment. But this is when I came out to my family. And the first thing that my dad told me is, "You're not trans." He denied my true identity. He blamed it on the pandemic, the fact that it was messing with everyone's head, and it hurt. It really hurt. The fact that my own father tried to invalidate my identity, tried to invalidate what I was going through, really hurt. And I guess it could be the fact that I was caught experimenting several times. Like, I was caught wearing my sister's bra several times, but I always denied being trans because I was scared. I was really scared to face the stigma. But when I realized that there was no way around it, that's when I came out. And I remember my friend Danny Demand, Paper Skies, Miss Lena, they were all there for me in a VC after Expo 007 came out. And that was a huge moment for me. I remember Paper Skies was there after the premiere after I came out, and he he was there for me. So Dan, if you're watching this, thank you. Thank you for being there for me for all this time. Uh I honestly couldn't have done what I did without y'all. Like, especially where I am now. Excuse me, allergies. But I have always felt different. I always knew I was different. And this is where the stigma comes in. See, as a trans woman, I face a lot of stigmatism and hatred for being in my preferred body. I get called slurs, I get spat on, I get hell. I think once I got followed from work, they tailed me for like up until I got home. They stopped like a block away from where I was living at the time. Well, where I'm currently living. Um, and honestly, I try to fight the stigma. I try to fight the stigma of being trans. I try to fight for our rights to use the bathroom that we need, the bathroom that we are comfortable with, the bathroom that has become the battlefield for trans rights, in a sense. I fight for the right for HRT. I fight for the right for trans women and trans men to be in sports. Right now, there are almost 500 pieces of legislation in the US that target trans rights. It is not a just world that we live in, and we need to change that. Anyway, happy Trans Day of Visibility. I hope this video did help shed some light as to what I'm going through and to what other trans people are going through. And for all my trans sisters and brothers out there, y'all are valid. Y'all are so valid. My work at Maybe TV is not done. I'm currently working on a few projects that I can't talk about. Um, but I'm working with them very closely to actually put together a show about this stuff. I can't talk about it, but it's gonna be great. Anyway, bye.